We're doomed!
We may have to leave the Great Valley.
If we find some, the grown-ups will stop being mad.
The Land Before Time unfolds as a gentle yet emotionally powerful animated journey set during the age of the dinosaurs, presenting a world shaped by nature's beauty and cruelty alike. The story introduces a prehistoric land suffering under a massive drought, forcing dinosaur herds of all kinds to migrate in search of survival. This backdrop of scarcity and danger establishes a serious tone, reminding viewers that life in this era is fragile and constantly threatened by forces beyond anyone's control. Within this harsh environment, the idea of hope is embodied by the legendary Great Valley, a lush oasis said to be rich with water and food, a place where dinosaurs can live without fear of starvation. The Great Valley becomes more than a destination. It represents safety, unity, and the promise of a future. Among the migrating herds is a diminished group of Longnecks, gentle giants known for their wisdom and calm nature. Within this herd, a mother gives birth to a single baby, naming him Littlefoot. His arrival is quiet but meaningful, symbolizing new life at a time when the world seems to be falling apart. Littlefoot's mother is protective, patient, and deeply caring, guiding him through the early stages of his life while teaching him about the world around him. From the beginning, Littlefoot is shown as curious and kind-hearted, traits that set him apart and shape the journey he is destined to take. As Littlefoot grows older, his world begins to expand beyond his own herd. He meets Kira, a young three-horn, and the two quickly form a playful friendship despite their differences. Their interactions are full of innocence, curiosity, and laughter, reflecting a time before fear and prejudice take root. However, Kira's father intervenes, firmly separating them and reinforcing the idea that different kinds of dinosaurs should not associate with one another. This moment introduces one of the story's central themes: division based on differences. In response, Littlefoot's mother gently explains that the world is made up of many kinds of dinosaurs, including three-horns, spiketails, swimmers, and flyers, each with their own strengths and ways of living. These lessons are meant to prepare Littlefoot for the realities of the world, but they cannot shield him from tragedy. One night, while following a hopper with childlike curiosity, Littlefoot encounters Sierra again. Their brief reunion is filled with joy and familiarity, showing that their bond still exists despite the barriers imposed by their elders. This moment of happiness is suddenly shattered when a terrifying sharptooth attacks. The encounter is swift and brutal, forcing Littlefoot's mother to step in and protect the children. In doing so, she suffers fatal injuries, sacrificing herself to save her son and Kira. The loss of Littlefoot's mother is one of the most emotionally significant moments in the story. Her death is not only a personal tragedy, but a turning point that propels Littlefoot into independence before he is ready. An earthquake follows the battle, swallowing the sharptooth and separating Littlefoot and Kira from their respective herds. In a single night, Littlefoot loses his mother, his sense of security, and his place in the world. The land itself seems to reflect his pain, fractured and unstable, mirroring his emotional state. Before passing away, Littlefoot's mother offers him guidance that will shape the rest of his journey. She tells him to follow the sun to the Great Valley, planting a final seed of hope within him. Her words are both comforting and heartbreaking, urging him to move forward even in the face of overwhelming loss. This advice becomes Littlefoot's compass, guiding him through moments of doubt, fear, and loneliness. Though she is gone, her presence continues to live on through her teachings and the memories she leaves behind. Alone and devastated, Littlefoot struggles to understand what has happened. His grief is quiet but deeply felt, expressed through silence, confusion, and hesitation. During this vulnerable time, he meets Rooter, an old clubtail, who offers him comfort and wisdom. Rooter does not attempt to erase Littlefoot's pain or dismiss his feelings. Instead, he acknowledges the hurt and encourages him to accept it as part of life. This encounter reinforces the idea that healing does not come from forgetting loss, but from learning how to carry it while continuing forward. As Littlefoot moves on, guided by the memory of his mother's voice, he begins to encounter other young dinosaurs who are also separated from their families. Kira, stubborn and fiercely independent, struggles with fear and anger beneath her tough exterior. Ducky, cheerful and optimistic, brings warmth and positivity to the group, often speaking with enthusiasm and kindness. Spike, a quiet spiketail, communicates through actions rather than words, offering loyalty and strength. Petrie, a nervous flyer, battles his fear of flying while yearning to prove himself. Each character carries their own insecurities and strengths, creating a group defined by diversity. Their journey toward the Great Valley is filled with challenges that test their resolve and force them to rely on one another. They face hunger, exhaustion, and dangerous terrain, learning through experience that survival depends on cooperation rather than isolation. Conflicts arise, particularly when Kara's mistrust of other dinosaur kinds creates tension within the group. However, these moments of disagreement ultimately lead to growth, as each character begins to understand the value of teamwork and empathy. The landscape they travel through is both beautiful and threatening, filled with reminders of the world's unpredictability. Dry riverbeds, steep cliffs, and unfamiliar environments challenge their physical and emotional limits. Along the way, the young dinosaurs learn to adapt, using their unique abilities to overcome obstacles. These moments emphasize that differences are not weaknesses, but strengths when combined with mutual respect and shared purpose. Littlefoot gradually steps into a leadership role, not through dominance but through compassion and perseverance. His kindness, inherited from his mother, becomes the glue that holds the group together. Even in moments of doubt, he continues to believe in the Great Valley and the possibility of a better future. His determination inspires the others to keep moving forward, even when the journey feels impossible. The story's emotional core lies in its exploration of loss, growth, and belonging. Each character is shaped by separation from their family, yet through their shared journey, they create a new sense of family among themselves. The Great Valley represents not only a physical destination, but the idea that unity can emerge from hardship. By traveling together, the young dinosaurs learn that friendship can transcend fear, tradition, and difference. As the journey continues, the presence of Littlefoot's mother remains a guiding force. Her voice, heard in moments of uncertainty, symbolizes the lasting impact of love and guidance. It reminds Littlefoot that while loss changes us, it does not erase the lessons taught by those we love. This theme resonates throughout the story, reinforcing the idea that memory and legacy can provide strength during the darkest times. The Land Before Time ultimately presents a simple yet profound narrative that speaks to audiences of all ages. Through its prehistoric setting, it explores universal emotions such as grief, fear, hope, and friendship. The journey to the Great Valley becomes a metaphor for growing up, facing adversity, and learning to trust others. Each step forward represents resilience and the courage to move beyond pain. By the time the young dinosaurs draw closer to their destination, they are no longer just individuals seeking survival. They have become a unified group, shaped by shared experiences and mutual support. Their differences, once a source of division, now define their collective strength. The story emphasizes that true belonging is not determined by where one comes from, but by the bonds formed along the way. In its quiet moments and dramatic turns, the film delivers an enduring message about life's challenges and the importance of compassion. It does not shy away from sadness, allowing loss to exist alongside hope. This balance gives the story its emotional weight, making it memorable and impactful. The Land Before Time stands as a timeless tale about finding one's place in the world, guided by love, friendship, and the belief that even after great loss, the journey forward is still worth taking.